breakfast time on day 2. Right now it's 8:46 and it's been raining since about 5 a.m. or so. And so podcast has been trying to make himself busy. And then over here, I got some breakfast going. Podcast is going to have chocolate covered strawberries in a bag. And there's my shoes. They're actually drier than they look, I think. Yeah, they mostly just, it's like spattered stuff. Because I had them sitting right here. You can see like this dry spot. I had them sitting here in the center. So they did pretty well. But look, I have coffee. And we've been borrowing people's lighters. And this is the other lighter. It's so cool. It's just like it's just a flint. There's no fuel in it. So cool. This one just looks different than the other. So these people are so smart. They're actually out there eating at the shelter. But I'm over here. Still got my sleeping bag around me.
I wanted to go to the shelter just because the shelter sounds nice.
Yes, it does sound nice, but staying dry sounds nice. And I'm sure it's warmer in here than over there. And I'm still not dressed, so I was like, I just want to eat because I want to take some ibuprofen. And so yeah, but also podcast came in with his parka on and got some water on his sleeping bag. So that's a lesson for us. So good morning. I cooked my stuff and I thought maybe I had another freezer bag somewhere and I wasn't able to find it. So this is what I'm having. It's chocolate, strawberry oatmeal, and coffee all in one. Cheers. Okay, so let me tell you first impressions of my Toaks Titanium 750. I like it. It fits really nicely on one of these little stovey stoves. It feels very secure. And sometimes the handle doesn't even get hot when it's been cooking. So that's kind of nice. The lid is small and flat. That's cool. I kind of do wish that I had a lid that acted as a cup, because then I could have had my oatmeal and in this, and then I could have had my carnation instant breakfast mixed with coffee in another cup. And I really would have preferred that, but I didn't have a second vessel, so I'm honestly probably gonna buy a different one. I'm gonna just buy like a little cup that people talk about not buying. Yeah, I might buy one of those. And yeah, because I think I would really like to have a different one. But so I think that it's pretty good so far. The insulating on this is still very nice. Like this is really hot. The bottom part where my my soup where my breakfast is. It's pretty hot still. And so it's been really nice on a cold morning like this, because I've been sitting here and every now and then I just put 2 hands around it and, get all warmed up. So that is my take. Okay, so I have a little bit of a dilemma. Still eating my breakfast. As you can see, I've put on my daytime clothes though. And because I put in that second packet of coffee, the flavor in this is very strong, and I don't really want to eat it. And it's like, because it's like the oatmeal's rich, the carnation, and then the coffee. But that second thing of coffee just made it kind of over the top rich. And now I'm like, we are very slow. I have definitely been slow. But Peter and I are naturally slow people. We are slow to getting to move. Look at him looking at me like, what? And then he's like, well, maybe. We got our tent taken down, and now it has taken us a very long time to get ourselves situated, but I'm not mad about it at all, because we were able to come under the shelter. To have to do that and then do it in the rain, it was like, so how do we get things as little wet as possible? And so we had to figure out a lot of stuff. And it took me probably at least an hour to eat my breakfast, because I really did not like it after I put that second thing of coffee in it. And I felt like I was gonna gag. I have very sensitive taste buds, and all those strong flavors were not jiving. But, so I have all my frog togs, and I'm happy about that. I got my buff on, because one thing about me is I hate the cold. And I think that's part of what took me so long to get out of the tent, was I didn't want it to be cold. We are about to make our way out. It's almost 11, so we'll probably be walking by about 11. It's taken us a long time. We'll be walking in the rain, but you know, when I got out of my tent, you know, I was fully prepared. I thought, man, when I do my video, I'm gonna tell them how much I hate this, because I feel like people sometimes on the videos, they're just like, and I'm like, that's not true. It sucks. Why aren't you telling me how much it really sucks? And then I got out of my tent, and I do have all my undergarments on, like my base layer, and my pants, and my shirt, and then I have my black jacket that I was wearing yesterday, and I have my frog togs pants and jacket on, and I have my buff on. Like, I got everything on. I only have one pair of socks on, and they're my darn toughs. And I was just like, I came out of my tent, and honestly, I felt fine. I felt great, and I was like, that's not how I'm supposed to feel right now. I'm supposed to hate this. So right now I feel okay. So far the soles of my feet are dry, and then we got the Mr. Podcast over here with his ingenuity. Peace, homies. Look how gorgeous this is. I don't even know if you can see how absolutely stunning this is. My camera actually doesn't render orange particularly well, but man, is this beautiful. Let's see if we can kind of close up view. Look at this. It's like so vibrant and beautiful. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I actually like hiking in the rain. I think it's like mild rain that I don't mind hiking in. Oh, look at the trail. It's so pretty. You guys are gonna have to get out here and do this yourself, because this video is not the same at all. All right, but I'm about to hike on because I can't see podcasts. All right, crossing the water, and it is raining a little bit. So, yep, we're gonna cross it very carefully. But that's what we're up to right now. I took off my jacket. I switched it up a couple times. Took off my buff. Still raining, still cool, but I don't feel cold because I actually felt really hot. I was sweating, so I'm trying to cool myself down now. But I'm gonna go ahead and cross. There's some creeper over there. Just kidding. All right, see you later. So when Podcast and I were going Sobo, when we crossed, we went directly down, which would have been fine if we were just going there to try to get some water. But we crossed, and that was not the path. So do not go right there. You need to go left, and the path is like just on the other side of the guardrail. You basically be walking along the highway. This is basically the path that you want to see, not what I showed earlier. See, this looks much more like a bridge or paving stones or something. That's what you want. You can see there's two blazes over there, and then if I look down here, I can see there's a white blaze over there. But we have also found that we are not good at redirecting when we go across a road, because this is the second time we've gotten lost. First time, but it wasn't bad, okay? We knew what direction because we pulled out our app. Guthooks wasn't updating, so I just pulled out Google and it showed me exactly where I was. And yeah, so we're gonna be more careful when we get to crossings. And that's our lesson. Okay, so I definitely got the sexy face going on. Can't really see it, but this area is really gorgeous. We're hiking an incline right now. Let me see if I can show you. It's got these beautiful walls around the area. You can see that one that the tree fell on. But they're just lining all around. It looks really cool. Earlier, I really wanted to take out my camera, but I was really tired. I was going up an incline. I stopped, and I stood there, and I looked, and oh my gosh, it was the absolute most beautiful thing. There was like, it looked like, so the forest floor was nothing but leaves, just like you see there. But there wasn't a bunch of brush. It was just sticks. But sticks were trees. And the trees were dropping these beautiful leaves because the wind blew down. And it made me think of like those Asian movies where the cherry blossoms are like falling all slow and it looks all magical. Yeah, that's what it looked like. And I just stood there smiling as I got to enjoy it. And I loved it. And I'm glad I didn't pull out my camera, because I may have missed it. Alright, I'm going up. We are taking a little break for some food, but we're mostly going to walk through lunchtime. But we have these sweet and spicy tuna things that we're going to sit down and eat, and then the rest of our lunch we're going to just walk and eat it. I put my Frog Togs jacket back on while we're sitting down because when I stop, it gets chilly. So if I put my Frog Togs on, I stay nice and warm. So I'm gonna eat now. So this is what we're climbing up right now. For perspective, this, I don't know if you can see it, goes up to my shin. This is where we came from. Down there, around, over, and then down, and down. Notice this has all been uphill. But, yep, you can see that step right there. That's what we're doing. Whew. It's either rain or it's just the wind. Just the wind. But you see this? This is going like almost to my knee. It's hard to see from that perspective, but big steps. Gonna work out that booty. Ooh, look at that rock. You see it? It's huge. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Podcast is up there. He was right in front of me, but then I chose to stop. Oh my gosh, look how pretty that is. It's gorgeous. It's like a fairy tale. It's like it doesn't even seem real. Look at that. Alright, I just walked out. I can see Podcast over there. He doesn't know I'm behind him. But just walked out of that. And now we have a clearing. It's a little frustrating, but I learned something. And maybe the same will be true for somebody else. But I learned that if I use my trekking poles in certain areas, it really, really, really slows me down. Other areas, it's amazing, but man, does it slow me down. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just because I'm not used to them, but I feel like I'm spending so much time trying to figure out where to put it, and I'm not standing there like, dang, where do I put my trekking pole? But like, I don't know. I just like I'm like place it. Is my footing right, and whatever. So like, I think I'm gonna reserve them for like steep declines and inclines, and I might just hold them like I am now and have them for that moment that I need them. So hopefully that helps somebody. But we're about to come to a street crossing, so I'm gonna let you go. All right, we're in another clearing. We came out some trees a second ago. Skills more. So it's nice to see this clearing, especially after all those trees and hills. This is very nice on the knees. No rocks. Glad it's not crazy windy. Good night.
Night.